Hey, good day. Super excited. How are you doing? You guys are welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm really pumped up. How are you doing? Super excited. You're welcome to another Saturday evening session with Mayowa, Owolabi. And whenever we come to Saturday session, we talk about business, we talk about money. And guys, I'm excited because this evening is going to be another amazing session. And for the past few weeks, I've been talking about ways to make more money online, and I've started a series with you. I want to share with you 100 opportunities you can start online. I've told you guys that if it's a business that cannot be scalable, you don't start it at all. It must be a business that is scalable. It can be automated. You can build systems in it. Come on, guys. If it is not, that means that you have to be employed in your own work too. So, one more time, I welcome you guys to another amazing session with Mayowa Owolabi. And every Saturday, we talk about financial freedom with Mayowa Owolabi. We will talk about money opportunities, business opportunities outside there that you can start that I'm already doing. I'm not doing all the 100, obviously, but I'm doing some amazing part of them, and it's making a lot of sense to me. You see, one of the challenges I see a lot of people have outside there is that they don't have a plan, they don't have somebody to recommend an opportunity for them. So everything looks like very big and very large. But guys, that is why I'm here for you every Saturday to take your questions, to give you some heads up in ways that you can start making some good substantial money, and we're good to go. So I see a lot of people telling us, oh, I've started graphic design, I've started my YouTube channel, I've started. So a lot that we've shared here. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about, we're on the 16th, am I right? 14th skill set that you can have and can pay you for the rest of your life. Last episode, we spoke about technical writing. And I love that because technical writing is very important, but they are not common outside there. You have writers, book writers, editors, and the rest, but we don't have technical writers outside there. A lot of times, what people just call themselves is writers. But guys, there is a part of writing that you can make a lot of money from, which is called technical writing. Okay, and I break down to you guys that technical writing is you creating processes, workflow for product and services, manuals, documentations. All of these is called technical writing. So if somebody just bought a pharmaceutical product, and when you open the box or the the carton, you see a white paper in there, and you see some letters in it, and it could have like 4 5 sleeves in it. And these are the people that put all those writings together. Your web designer, you can create a step-by-step guide on how to create website. That is technical writing. You have some machines, and you want to teach people on how to use them. That is called technical writing. You want to create a cryptocurrency asset, and you want somebody to help you write the white paper. That is called technical writing. So any writing that has to do with product and services, step-by-step guide, documentation, all of these are technical writing. And there's a lot of opportunities outside there. But the question is, do you even know it exists? Do you even know it exists? So that's why you need to know all of that. So one more time, I'm glad if you're joining me right now, type in where you're joining me from. Let me get your feedback in the comment box. How are you doing? How is your weekend going? Put in some 777 as usual. I need your energy in the box. You guys know that your comment has a lot to do with the way I'm going to be pushing out content today. Come on, guys. Tell me where you're joining from. Let's before we get busy with the session today. And as usual, you want to share, let's click on the share button. Let's let people know that we are live. I have to do that myself. People need to know that we are live. We need to know, people need to know that we are live. So do us a favor to share. I have to share. Tell me where you guys are joining from. I'm sharing to my screen on my Facebook right now. Fantastic. Share. I need to share. Let me see. I need to share to groups. Thank you for joining. Click on the share button. Tell me where you're joining from. Tell me where you're joining from. Tell me your name. Tell me your location. Share. Fantastic. Group. I'm sharing to groups right now. Businesses. Ibadan. For you. Go. Thank you for joining, guys. Ajadi Oludiran. How are you doing? Where are you joining from? Ajadi Oludiran just hit me with question today. Ajadi Oludiran, where are you joining from? I'm sharing right now, so tell me where you're joining from. Let's do that together. Tell me your location. Tell me your location. This session will help a lot. That I can guarantee you today. Hey, Maxwell International. Fantastic. Okay, so Ajadi says, good evening, sir. Can you help me activate the robot because I like to do that business? I don't know anything about it, but will teach me. Will you teach me? What business is that? What business is that? Let me know the business you're talking about. Thank you for the comedian heritage. Thank you. Thank you, Maxwell, for joining. Maxwell's in Lagos. Good to have you, Maxwell. Okay, guys, so let's get to work. So, in the 13th episode, I spoke about technical writing, and I've explained that again. And in today's session, we want to talk about UI UX design. And I love this because this is where I started from. In 2006, that's about 17 years ago, I started by learning website design when I left school. Okay, when I left school, I started with website design. And when I came back from my ND national diploma from Osun State Polytechnic, and I told myself I don't want to sit at home, so I needed to engage myself, and I was outside there looking for the opportunity to jump on. And one of the concepts I came across was website designing in 2006, 2005, 2006. And I was in that space for a very long time. So today I want to share with you what you can have, how you can get started with UI UX and a lot of the opportunities that you can engage with. And somebody will say, what does UIUX mean? What is the opportunities here? How much can I make? And you guys know for the past 14 episodes, I've been talking about several ways to make money online. But guys, you want to take your time to get this right, because see, I've always told you money is an exchange of value, and the more money you want to make is determined by what you have learned by mastery. If you're excited about that, type in mastery, mastery, mastery. So if you really want to make more money, you want to ask yourself, what have I gained mastery on? How can I increase my value, increase my mastery, so that I can get more value, from people? And one of the things you get from people in exchange for your skill set is money. One of them. Okay, so in today's session, you want to take your time to make sure there's no distraction around you right now, because it's going to be a great time. So what does UIUX mean? Design. What does it mean? UIUX design are different elements for a single consumer experience. UX refers to user's experience, which focuses on something that works and how people interact with it. Okay, or user interface focuses on the look and the layout. So UX means the experience that you have on a particular software, on a particular application, on a particular process. That is user experience. The UI is basically the look and the layout of a particular platform. Okay, so and this UIUX, you must know that it is not just for website designing alone. It also goes in place when it comes to product development, or system development, and all of that. So if you have a concept in your mind and you want to interpret it, you need a UIUX person that can help you to interpret that workflow into that process, into a workflow, and that a customer can really connect with. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm sure you're going to gain a lot of value. So think of UX as the way a car drives. Okay, you're shifting gears or protect you from accident, because let's say, for example, if a car needs to hit another car, you would see that at that particular point, because of that speed, there will be a bug that pops out from the steering and covers your face. Now, why does that not happen every time? Why is it that it is a particular time where the car senses a particular mode, or the sensor reacts to a particular force? That is when that happens. It is because it has been processed. So a UX person is the one that processes that and interprets it into a workflow, that if this happens, this should happen. If this does not happen, this should not happen. So that is basically interpreting a process into a workflow. And like I said earlier, UI is basically now the color, the design of the particular car. So if you talk about Toyota Sienna basically has a particular shape and various colors, but the same process. So the UX is the same, but the UI could be different. So another one is Facebook. Facebook is a UX and a UI design. What do you do on Facebook? You post, you share content, you share video. Fantastic. So what is the UI? The UI is the color, the logo, the way the app looks. All of that is UI. So you can see that what we have on Facebook is the same thing we have for LinkedIn. But come on, guys, the process is almost the same. You open an account, you register, you post every day, and it's almost the same. But right now, you can see that the UI is different color, different layout, and all of that. So basically, that is the way it works. So I'm trying to give you a better understanding and how you can come into this space and you're good to go. So a UX designer ensures a product makes sense, to the user by creating a path that logically flows from one step to another. So you go to a website, you click on register, you see the sign up button, you click on it, it pops up that you should put your details there. Once you put your details there, it takes you to another page. Now, all those workflows that you pass through is basically developed by a UX person, somebody who create a user experience person, some workflow. Okay, then the designer is the one that designs the layout of each part. So the layout does not necessarily have to have any coding behind or any programming behind. Okay, but it will have the logo, the color, the how it will look. So basically, that's the difference between UX and UI. So what skills do you need to be a UX designer? Okay, so what skill? So a UX designer needs to know how to execute, facilitate, and analyze research and data. A UX designer needs to know how to execute, facilitate, and analyze research and data. And a UI designers need to know composition and graphics design and have a knack of palettes, typography, and branding in order to make the interface shine and have its own identity. Okay, so for the past 2 years, we've had an amazing website. Okay, so after my meeting with one of my top mentors, who is a billionaire in dollars, so I decided to improve my website with a UX and a UI process. Okay, so if you go to our website right now, myowolabi.com is still under construction, but when you get there, it is not what we used to have. Okay, and there's no place you're coming from globally that when you get our website, you would not fall in love. You will naturally fall in love with the website. Why? Because the first one that was designed, it was designed by a website designer, but the next one that is being on right now is designed by a web designer and a UIUX person. So the journey is amazing. I'm in love with it myself. So basically, you must understand that that is how you can get the best, especially if you want something that is online. Okay, so basically makes a lot of sense. So UX designer is somebody who can execute, who can facilitate, and who can do a lot of research with data. So if this happen, this will happen, and if this happen, we should have this. Okay, and this could be in any industry. It doesn't have to be that. For example, what we do in our cryptocurrency community is a concept of UX, like user experience. So what do we do? What do we do when we do a lot of research? And from our research, we have seen a pattern, like something that is common among all the projects that we have selected, and is going to be doing 100x, 1000x. So we've seen those stuff, those conditions or parameters or data that are common. So it means that for the next bull run, I should not invest in the project that does not have the data that I'm seeing, because each time I see this data, it means that I am 90% right. Okay, each time I see this data, I am 90% right. So no matter how I feel like investing, I would not invest if the data is not there, if the parameters are not there. So that is the same way a UX designer works. He wants to be able to work with data, interpret the data, and turn it into a workflow that an average person will come there and say, wow, I love this. So, and I strongly feel that everyone should be able to leverage on this. Now, it is not everyone that will definitely become a UI UX person, but I'm sure you can start with this. Because it's all about mind. It's all about working with your mind. Okay, so let's get busy. Let's go ahead. Does UI and UX require coding? So a UI designer do not need coding. Okay, does not need coding, but it is extremely beneficial if you have programming skills, depending on the nature of the product, it is also not usual or unusual for a UX UX design and development to be intertwined into a process. So if you're a UX person, if you have the if you have a programming skill, it could be an advantage. Okay, but if you're a pure UI person, you don't even need um, to have a programming skill at all. You don't need to have a programming skill at all. But if you're a UX person, it will be a very good advantage if you're a coder or you have a basic understanding of programming. Okay, so how to become a UI UX designer? Number one, you need to learn the basic concept of UX design. So there are platforms where we're going to be recommending. Okay, then you can also visit once we launch our university. We're going to have several courses on this from the people that have worked on my projects and I love their jobs. So we're going to be enrolling them as facilitators in our university to help you guys because they know it already. So you can just learn from them. Okay, so develop an artistic sense. Okay, now what does that mean by artistic sense? You want to be able to understand the what beautiful things, how to create colors, how to blend colors, how to interpret colors. You know, I got to know that any place you get to that you see a green color, they could be relating it to nature, pasture, agriculture, and all of that. You know, where several colors just have their own interpretation. But if you are not into web design, if you're not into UI UX, if you're not into graphic design, you might not even know why a house or a place is painted green or white. So invest in the appropriate design software. There are several softwares that are outside there that will allow you to work less. Okay, so one of the things I like about web interface UI UX is the fact that you with softwares you're going to be working less, but you just have to understand the basics. You want to understand how to move the color, reduce contracts, increase contracts, all of that. You have to learn how to do that, and those comes through practicing. So don't let it look complex. Okay, it looks just practicing. Okay, create a work portfolio. So to create a work portfolio, just start, and as you get started, begin to render free services to people. Once you can create good project for 3 to 10 people, then you scale up. Okay, that's one of the challenges I have with entrepreneurs. They want to hit the market really fast and want to sell everything. No, there are models, there are concepts you can use to get a lot of people. Okay, so for example, you won't see me sell my course. You won't see me sell my course directly. You won't see me say, go and buy my course. I'll give you free stuffs. You will learn almost everything you want to actually pay for free. Okay, then you come into my mentorship space. You want to take my time, I train you, I mentor you. Then you see some other advanced trainings in there, but the basic trainings you have access to it. So creating portfolio, don't let it look like, oh, where will I get people to work for? Start free. If you attend a church, go render some UI UX for them. If you have a friend, if you attend a mosque, create a work process, for people to log in. Just create a journey, create a journey, and you don't even need to think really deep sometimes. You could just you can follow innovative model, innovative concept, which means that you identify an existing product and you study it well that you can improve on it. So you get your portfolio and you can scale up from there. Okay, request for customer feedback. For the first set of people you're going to be giving your workflow to, work portfolio, delivering it for free. Collect their feedback, collect their 1 minute video, let them talk about your brand. That's an endorsement for you so that you can have stuff to put on your website. So if you go to a lot of my mastermind platform, you see me have close to about 15 to 20 something videos of people that have trained in the forex space. But guys, when I first started, there were some of this training I did for free, and people loved it and they gave their feedback, how they grew $100 to $5,000 to $1,000 in 1 year, in 2 years. Yes. So you want to always ask for feedback. Always ask for feedback. So acquire hands-on work experience. You want to go for internship. As you learn, go for internship so that you can master these processes and you're good to go. Okay, so we have more to talk to you about. Let me see what you guys are typing in the comment box. If you're still good, go, 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 go. I'm sure you guys are getting some value right there. Hey, tell me if you are getting some value. Put in the comment box. I'm learning, I'm learning, I'm learning. Okay, Joshua says he's joining from Ibafor, Ogun State. Ajadi says he's joining from Ota, Ogun State. Fantastic. Good evening, sir. Gideon 4 from Enugu. Hey, bro, where have you been? Good to see you. OYK show. Good, fantastic. So I'm excited. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Joshua says I'm learning. OYK says good, fantastic. OYK show says Yakubu from Osun State. Oh, great. I is Osun State. You know, I used to go through that route a lot of time. I think I was really active from in Osun State for about 6 years when I was in school. You know, makes sense. Good to have you on. Fantastic. So let's continue. I'm sure you guys are getting some value because you guys know I don't joke with value. Value, guys. Value. So let's go deeper, okay? So now that you understand the requirement, if you're going to be, if you have to code, okay. Number two, another thing you want to also know, sorry, is how to become. I've mentioned this already. How to become a UI/UX designer. You can. There's a lot of money. Don't worry. I'll do some research for you now. You see, top UI/UX/UI design tools in 2023. We have Sketch. We have Adobe XD. We have Balsamic, Invasion Freehand, Azure RP, okay, Framer, Figma, and Original Studio. The one I know is Figma. The one my team, the consultant that works with me, uses is Figma. Okay, Figma. I know Figma. I know Origami Studio. I'm just getting to know about Adobe XD. It's not my core area, okay, but I have an idea about almost everything, basically. So, okay. Because anything I'm spending money in, I do some learning around it. Not learning to deliver the service, but learning to know what I want and how I want it to be presented. Okay, so basically, so design good. And don't forget, I even started by designing website in 2006, and I did a lot. There are companies I've worked for till tomorrow. They are yet to get a very good website till date, even after I've left them. Okay, good, because I design well. I design very well, guys. Okay, so those are the top design tools, and some of these design tools you can learn them in 15, in 6 hours, in 5 hours. Come on, what will pay you for the rest of your life, guys? Whoosh. Between 3 to 5, 6 hours, you're done. And if you can watch it minimum 10 times, you're good to go. Then the second level of involvement is you get a mentor that can mentor you so that you can fast track the process. Okay, I don't like mentorship before the knowledge. Okay, because you're going to be hitting into the mentorship time, into the mentor's time. But go and first do your theory, watch the video, practice, and all of that. Then you come for mentorship. So the mentors has less work to do. Okay, and with that, it can give you what you want, and you're good to go. So I strongly feel that you can take and imagine all of this platform. Oh, Father, all of this platform has their own academy that you can learn from. Okay, so programming languages UX designers should know. Okay, HTML used for front end development. Okay, used for front end development. When I started, like, geez, when I started, I learned HTML, I learned CSS, JavaScript, how to integrate it. I didn't learn Python. I didn't learn PHP because I didn't want to be a core developer. I just wanted to be a website designer. Okay. So, but I wanted to know a bit about coding, like the basic ones. So I use HTML, I use CSS, I use JavaScript and all of that to be able to get my website to the face. So you want to, if you want to, um, if you want to deliver or become a UX designer, these are programming languages you should know. Now, do you need to know everything? You don't have to know everything, okay? Because back then, I have friends. Lanre uses .NET and PHP, okay, basically, and he also uses Java. Lanre is a vast guy. He has his company right here in the city of Lagos. He's but back then I just knew that you have to pick one. Okay, you have to pick one, so you don't have to be everywhere. So the best courses to learn uh UX UI for free, you can go to Care Foundry UX Design short course. You can go to Audacity program designed by Google. Audacity. Yeah, okay, you can do Design Talk. These are places you can learn UI, UX UI um, uh, courses. Okay, some of them are free, some of them are paid. Okay, future learn digital skills, user experience, hard design. So after this video, if you're interested in UX UI, you want to visit all of this platform to know more. Some courses could be expensive. You can just start with the free ones, and with time you can pay for mentorship, so that someone can mentor you and you're good to go. So can I be a UI designer without UX? Yes, you can. Okay. It is important to understand that UX and UI do go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. However, you don't need to possess UI design skills to be a UX designer. Okay. And vice versa. You don't need to possess a UX, then you also want to be a UI. So you can start with one and focus. However, a UI person is more of a programmer who need to have an idea about programming. That's a UX person. A UI person needs to just know how to work with workflows and do graphics design, basically. Okay. Yeah, so great. So what companies looks for a UX designer? A lot of companies, guys. A lot of companies. A lot. Every company needs a UI UX design. Okay, a UX person, because they help them to interpret their workflows. Okay, they help them interpret their workflows. For example, in my office, we have some programs that simple Excel, simple documentations that we need to interpret. So a lot of companies. So the art skills of UX design include a sound understanding of UX design process, the ability to deliver results, and eye for detail. Hiring managers want result-oriented people who can execute and create users flows, wireframes, prototype, and interface. Okay, so you want to be able to be vast at delivering of all of these things, and there are a lot of case studies you want to use online. Okay, so these are top UI UX designers in the world. Okay, we have Sharia Malik, Stephen Krog, Luke Robsky, Andy Board, Yal Levy, Don Normal. Now, if you want to come into this space, every skill set you want to learn, you want to have people that you really look up to. Okay, when I need look up to, you follow them on their on platforms, on social media. So you want to know more and all of these people do. If you want to follow them, like you want to follow them, and you're good to go. Okay, hope I've been able to add some value today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's stop here. We'll continue next week on the next episode where we talk about the next skill set that can help you get started. Mr. Mayowa, hey, Joseph from UK. How you doing, Joseph? Good to have you on. So UI UX is very good. Like I rightly said, you can start, do your own research, get a mentor who is already good at this, okay, so that you can leverage and have a smart better journey experience so that you can leverage on that. I really, really want you guys to learn skills that can pay bills. So for me, I tell you guys to trade in the forex market, to trade in the cryptocurrency market, to multiply your money in the stock market, you need an inflow somewhere. You need an inflow somewhere. Imagine you're making maybe like $1,000 from your other skills. Then you come to forex, you come and learn to multiply it. You come to cryptocurrency, you come and learn to multiply. You come to stocks, you come and learn to multiply. You start a business, you learn how to multiply your money via your business. But you don't have anything and you're not bringing anything to the table. It could be boring because you will need capital to put your body and souls together, and that could be very, very, very disturbing. So this is why I'm giving you guys 100 skill set that can help you. I have done 14 episodes. If this is your first time you're joining, go and check digital business opportunities on my YouTube channel that will help you and get you to that place, okay? And you're going to be good to go. Like I told you guys earlier, you don't need to do all the 100, okay? Basically, you don't need to do all the 100. For example, I started with um, web and web design in 2006, but right now I don't do web again for the past 8 years. I don't do web again at all, and I have staff in the office that do that for me. Okay, for the past 9 years, I've been more into the financial market. That is what I do right now. So, financial market business. I run a business. I mentor people in business how to 10x that business. A year of 2 years ago, we didn't make up to some multiple tens of thousands. Last year we did multiple tens of thousands, close to over about 100,000 US dollars, and this year we're doing $1 million. Okay, so that is how to build it. Okay, that is how to build it, but you need to start somewhere. It is by skills, guys. It is by skills. God has the skill to create, and the skills to create that God had was to create heaven and earth, and also to create human being. So you need a skill. You need a skill, and when you are also selecting the skill, if it's not a gift, okay, you want to get high paying skills, and that is why I'm teaching you 100 of it, so that they are all scalable business models. Okay, scalables. Like when I mean scalables, business models that you can start, and with time you don't need to be 100% involved, and you can scale up, okay, and make the kind of money you want to make, okay. And that's why I'm really pumped up. I'm excited about what I'm sharing with you guys today. So let me take one or two questions to round up today. So Joshua says, is graphics design skills needed to learn the UI UX design skill? Because you mentioned colors, attentions to details. Yes, please. Very, very. So if you're already learning graphics design, yes, you can now move into UI UX. UI UX, you make more money, you make more money. Okay, but that does not mean you will stop graphics design. The guy that consults for me right now started with graphics design about 6 years ago. Okay, 6 years ago it was my staff. But anybody that works with me, I teach them to become a consultant basically. And he left my company 2 years after, or 3 years after, and yeah, 3 years after. He worked with me for over 2 years, yeah, almost 3 years, and he left my company, and now he's consulting, creating product for people using UI UX. So you don't have to, you can grow into it. So if you're already a graphics designer, it's a better advantage. And if you're not a graphics designer, start. There are over 1 million hours of videos available online. Let's say 100,000 hours of videos are available online on graphics. Oh, because somebody will say, oh, but I don't have money. But guys, you buy data. You buy data. So use data. Use the data, watch the video. Any other questions, guys? Are you excited about today's session? Are you excited? Are you excited? Tell me. Are you excited? Are you excited? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, any other question? Any other question? Okay, so in the absence of none, and we call it a day. So we'll see again on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we talk about forex. On Thursday, we talk about cryptocurrency. On Friday, we are launching our crypto ham. Oh, sorry, stocks arm for to the public. Okay, we've been doing that behind the scenes. So I'll be having an hour session every week on stocks for you guys. Then on Saturday, we run business. So we run business we run business on Saturdays. Okay, guys, have a pleasant evening. My name remains Mayowa Owolabi. If you want to get access to me, to my mentorship, reach out to Bukola. That's Bukola's number. If you have any question, you're going to get my books because that's the first place to get started. You want to get my books, reach out to Bukola. You want me to mentor you, your business, you want to do better, reach out to Bukola. She will get you started right. I've got some amazing books, sorry, that you need to read. We have EduCell, we have Wealth Creation Blueprint. You want to reach out to Bukola. She's currently waiting for you to get you started in business and in the financial market. Have a pleasant evening. My name remains Maya Owolabi. I'll see you at the top and not from the top because the floor is crowded. Let's do everything needed to come up. Let's come up. Let's come up. Let's come up. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys.